Hey folks, welcome back to AAA Farms. It's kind of bright out today, but feels great. It's probably low 90s, high 80s. Feels outstanding. It's about noon. I got about 3 hours. I'm gonna go brush hog what I can back there where the box stand is. It's about a 7-acre field, so I doubt we're gonna get done in 3 hours, but we should be able to put a pretty good chunk in it. So let's jump in the tractor and go back there, and we'll start brush hogging and see how much we get done today. Since we're on our way to the box stand back there, we might as well go ahead and brush hog us another pass through here. As y'all can tell, this stuff's a lot taller. When we had them kind of clear the area for us to run this fence when we first got here, they cleared a path there, and everything they pulled out pretty much got piled up here. And so now it's all rotted and decayed to a point that it's just a dirt hill, but there's a lot of nutrients in here and stuff. It's good soil. And so that's why you can, I don't know how good it's coming across the camera, but you can tell this stuff over here is a lot taller than like all this. And that's why it's all that stuff rotted, decayed, really improved the soil right there. So all this stuff grows really fast. So let's get our PTO fired up and we'll make our way back there to the box stand. Get up to our 540 speed. Pop in third gear. So there's these trees come out here, trying to keep us going straight. You see these trees here, I'll say those trees back there we passed. There's trees over here, and then obviously the trees over here. That kind of blocks all this stuff up to sections. And that's typically how I mow it. I'll mow this section, and then this section, and then that section. No real particular order. I just wanted to go ahead and knock everything down on this field because still got a couple more months before hunting season starts, but I want to try to get it done sooner so deer can get used to it. Look, there's a rabbit. I see the rabbit. That's a pretty decent sized rabbit. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I want to go ahead and get this field brush hogged down so that the deer have time to get used to it. And let's see what's going on here. It's a big old drop. Pick the brush hog up so we don't bottom out on that hill. Anyway, give them time to get used to it so that we can hopefully have a productive deer season. I'm trying to talk to y'all and watch the brush hog at the same time. Y'all can tell in the camera it gets really hilly right here. Trying to make sure we don't eat a whole bunch of dirt. So anyways, back on topic. We'll go ahead and get this all mowed down so the deer can get used to it being short before deer season comes along. And hopefully it doesn't impact our hunting season too much. So here's the box stand. Y'all can see the deer feeder over there. And we're gonna take a turn right about here and start making laps. So some of this I have to do in a second just because it gets so rough. There's a bunch of ruts up in here. And then some of it I can do in third. And if I remember right, it's been a while since I brushed hogged back here. You can kind of tell. I think this is the side that I pretty much got to stay in second. And that side over there, I can stay more in third. But we'll see. But you can see there, I don't know how well it comes across, but there's some big ruts out here. And that's just from when they clear cut and had all the skidders and stuff. It's definitely one of the rougher fields I have that I brush hog. So I can see that mark. That's the property border here, and it cuts straight through. The trees kind of come out a little bit and go back around. They cut straight through here. If you turn around and go this way, which let me pull forward a little bit. Okay. You look, I know it's dirty, y'all, but y'all can kind of tell it's thinner right there going that way. I'd actually started cutting a path through here to follow the border of the property. I just kind of walked through there with some shears and sheared all the small stuff to get ready to go through with the chainsaw. I did that probably last year, a little bit before deer season, and we're looking at the wrong spot. Through there is where we did it. There you go, you can see the yellow. But I clear cut some of that with some shears just to kind of get all the small stuff out of the way. But this is going to go straight through these woods, and it'll come out on the one of the last videos where I was brush hogging my favorite spot on the property. That's where it'll come out, is over there. So this is that east border of the property. Just kind of giving you an idea of where we're at. Get back to it. I can kind of tell right there. I took off through there with the old tractor just to see what I could do, because as you can tell, this stuff's getting kind of tall. It actually powered through it just fine until we started having heating issues due to that radiator leak, or the hose leak to the radiator. So I need to order that hose still. Once I get the hose in and I get caught up with all this brush hogging, I'll probably start brush hogging this stuff. And as you can tell, that's going to be some extreme stuff. That's why I keep an old tractor around, and that brush hogger can handle thicker material than this one can. So we'll be cutting a lot of this down. There's about 50 acres of that, so we're probably not going to get done with it this year, to be honest. But we can put a chunk into it. Everything that we get knocked down is stuff that the Kubota will be able to go over in the future. And once we get all that knocked down, we'll definitely be able to keep up with it. So look forward to those videos, and if y'all like extreme brush hogging, that's definitely going to fall in that category. So let's continue on. Kind of dropped it down a second just through here, because this stuff, there's some rough spots over here, and I can't remember if this is rough or not. Alright folks, that's all we got time for today, but as you can tell we have made quite a bit of progress, because obviously there's a path going this way and then following that wood line all the way around, coming back up and coming back this way. So we got quite a bit done. I would say we're probably roughly 2/3 of the way done. So next video will be finishing this off and then probably starting on this field here, which is the one right next to it. We got our 50 acres back there that I kind of pointed out. The weather continues the way it's going. I might put the wife on the Kubota, knocking this and that next section out. This stuff is really rough. I know I caught it in the video a couple times, or even with four-wheel drive I had to put the differential lock just to get through, just because it's so rough. So I don't really want her fighting that, but she could definitely do this one and the next one, because they're much smoother, and both these fields are actually quite a bit smaller than this field, just because of how the wood line comes out. It kind of goes north and west. So as you go further this way, the fields get smaller and smaller. But if the weather continues this way, I might be starting on all that back there pretty soon with the old tractor. I'm probably going to go ahead and order that radiator hose tonight so I can get it replaced. And like I said earlier in the video, that's going to be some pretty extreme stuff. It's going to be very slow going, very slow paced. But we're going to get what we can get while we can get it. And then whatever we can't get, I'll probably just come back here in the winter or fall or spring, a cold day, on the the four-wheeler with an ice chest and a chainsaw, and just cut whatever I can in a day and do that for a couple of days, and we should have all that cleaned up, hopefully. But we definitely made a lot of progress. It looks really good back here right now. Still got some stuff to knock out, but we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. We're almost caught up with all of brush hogging, obviously, except for that stuff back there. So with that being said, go ahead and let y'all go. If y'all like this kind of content, please hit that like and subscribe button. Just to let y'all know, because I know I said it's nice weather today. It's 90 degrees out, so it's really nice. There's a strong wind coming from the direction that y'all are for me right now, which that would be northwest. Feels really good. It's really nice out here. Really a lovely day. But anyway, hope y'all have a wonderful day. And if y'all like this kind of content, like I said, like and subscribe please. Other than that, y'all have a good one.